Welcome back to another episode of Sean Thinking Out Loud. I'm your host, Sean Armstrong. If you're tuning in for the first time, you're in for a ride. Today, we're diving into a topic that's been swirling around like a tornado in a trailer park: common sense, or the distinct lack thereof in America. It seems that common sense has become the rarest of superpowers, more elusive than a well-written superhero movie. So grab your capes, because we're about to leap into the absurdity together. In today's world, it feels like the true minority is not about race or gender, but about possessing good old-fashioned common sense. You know, that internal compass that tells you when something just doesn't add up. It seems like if you think men can get pregnant, you might as well have a villainous laugh echoing behind you. And that's more perplexing is how those who scream about human rights can switch gears and advocate for abortion in the same breath. It's mind-boggling. Thanks to the internet, this wave of confusion isn't confined to just our local communities, however, it's gone global. It's as if stupidity has been given a passport and is now roaming the world unchecked. And let's face it, stupid seems to outnumber common sense by at least 50 to 1. That's probably a conservative estimate. Now, let's break this down a little further. When I say there's stupidity everywhere, I mean everywhere. It doesn't play favorites. It doesn't care if you're conservative or liberal. Both sides have their fair share of dim-wittedness. Just take a look at social media. It's a battlefield where the intelligent are often drowned out by the loud and absurd. And let me tell you about my personal frustration. I share my books online, hoping to spark some enlightening conversation. But when someone mentions a topic from one of my books, instead of diving into the text, they just skip right to criticism without even reading it. It's like showing up to a potluck with an empty dish and expecting to be fed. Reading seems to be a lost art these days. Now, I don't think the Department of Education should be shut down, honestly. I think they should be facing charges for what they've let slip through the cracks. We're failing our students. How are we preparing them for the world that thrives on critical thinking if they can't even decipher basic facts? You know, there's a quote that resonates deeply with me. The illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. This was said by Alvin Toffler, and how true it is today. We're stuck in a cycle where people cling to ignorance instead of seeking knowledge. Did you know that studies show critical thinking skills have been declining over the past decade? It's not just alarming, it's downright terrifying. With misinformation at an all-time high, we need to equip ourselves and others with tools to discern fact from fiction. Think about this, we now have smartphones, but dumber people. So what have we learned today? Common sense is not only rare, it's becoming an endangered species in our society. The internet has amplified both intelligence and stupidity, but unfortunately, stupidity often takes the lead. It's crucial for us to prioritize education and foster critical thinking skills, not just for ourselves, but for future generations. Let's challenge each other to read more, think critically, and engage in meaningful discussions. Remember, folks, common sense isn't just a superpower, it's an essential tool in navigating today's complex world. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Sean Thinking Out Loud. If you enjoyed today's discussion or found value in it, please share it with your friends or leave a review. And don't forget to join me next time as we continue to unravel the absurdities of our modern lives. Until then, keep thinking critically and stay sane out there.